welcome to Pilates. Thanks for joining me today. Let's get started in a comfortable seated position, whatever that is to you. Then go ahead and find a nice long spine, and then engage those little abs by pressing them into your back, and then rest those hands on your knees. We'll come into our Pilates breath, inhaling through the nose, and then exhaling through a relaxed open mouth. And again, inhale. And exhale, tighten the belly. Inhale, your ribs open. Exhale, belly tightens. Inhale. And exhale. This time as you inhale, lift those arms to the sky with a long neck. Exhale, lower one hand down and take an easy bend to the side. Inhale, arms to the sky, and exhale, go ahead and bend to the other side. And again, inhaling to the center. Exhale, low belly is nice and tight. We're going to hold here as we inhale, try to lengthen the spine a little more. And then exhale, try to look towards the ceiling and open that chest. And back to the center on an inhale. And exhale, bend to the side. Good, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open the chest to the ceiling. And inhale to center. Good, as we exhale, we're going to press the belly in and curve the back. We're going to bend over our legs. Let the hands rest towards the ground. Hold for another breath. Keep that belly button pressing back. And then inhale once again to find a long spine and the arms lifting above the head. And same thing, exhale, contracting the back, belly pressing in. Hold for a breath. And then just unroll the spine, hands staying down by the side, and go ahead and switch your legs so your other one's on top. And we'll continue with that same spinal stretch. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, pressing the belly and curving the spine. Hold for another breath when you get there. And one more like this. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, stretching over the legs. Hold for another breath. And then unroll the spine. Good, and then coming into an easy butterfly with those legs. We're still warming up. So keep the heels far away from the groin. Inhale the arms to the sky. As we exhale, we're going to place the hands behind our back, one hand on top of the other. Inhale here. And once again, exhale to press the belly in and curve the spine, trying to keep the neck nice and long. And inhaling right away back to our flat back. And exhale once again, bending forward. Pressing the belly in. This time as we inhale, we're going to stretch the arms up and then place your other hand on top this time. One more inhale to lengthen and exhale to curve, keeping the neck long. Inhale to unroll the spine. And exhale, once again bending forward. And inhale, stretching the spine and lifting the arms. And then make your way to hands and knees, however you want to get there. Continue warming up our spine with some cat-cow, so inhale to arch the back and lift the chest. Exhale, press the belly in and curve the spine to the sky. And again, inhale, arch. And exhale, curve. Good, holding that contraction there and taking another deep breath through the ribs. And then tucking the toes and hovering the knees for a breath. And then straightening the knees to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. And exhale, press the heels down. Inhale, lift the heels. And then as we exhale, we'll bend the knees back to the ground. Untuck the toes and then inhale to arch the back. And exhale, curve. Really press the low abs into the spine, scooping the belly. And again, inhale, arch. And exhale, moving slowly, curving the spine. Holding it there for another breath, ribs open on your inhale. And exhale, belly tightens. And then tuck the toes, hover the knees for a breath. And then stretch the knees again to downward dog. Inhale, heels lift. And exhale, heels down. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, legs bend, knees gently are placed onto the mat. Good, and then release one leg out behind you. Lengthen the leg, knees facing towards the floor, and belly is tight. Inhale to lift up, only the leg is moving, no movement in the upper body. And now we can exhale and curve the spine, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen and strengthen the belly. And then exhale, curve the spine, knee to nose. Good, as you lengthen, abs tighten, back is strong. And exhale, knee to nose. And one more, inhale. Back is not arching, and exhale, curve. Holding it here. Take another breath. And then tuck the toes and hover the knee for 2 breaths. Concentrating on keeping that belly in. And then as you inhale, straighten both legs, so we're coming into a one-leg downward dog. Hold it there. Inhale, maybe lift that foot a little higher. And then exhale, place it on the ground. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, heels lower. Inhale, heels lift. And bending the knees to the mat on our exhale. And coming to the other side. Other leg lifting up. No movement in the back. Exhale, curve the spine now and knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen the spine, keeping the belly tight. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen, moving with control on everything that we do. And exhale, curve. And one more, inhale, lengthen. Press that belly button into the spine and exhale, curve, and hold it here. One more deep breath. And then tuck the toes, knee lifts for 2 breaths. And then when you're done with that breath, lengthening both legs. And then maybe lift that leg a little higher, opening the knee to the side. And then slowly lowering it down. And inhale, heels lift. Exhale, heels lower. This time, inhale to lift the heels, and on our exhale, we'll roll through our spine to plank pose. trying to keep our belly pressing into our backs, squeezing your butt, and pressing in between our shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. Keep that breath going through the ribs. And then gently rocking our heels back and then rocking forward. Press those heels back and a little bit forward. More about pressing the heels back and then just placing them where they were and press them back and reverse. Good. Slowly lowering yourself onto your forearms. You can always lower your knees to the ground if you need a little rest, but then try to come back to where you were before after you've rested. Keep the breath going. Good, and then rotating into a side forearm plank. Lifting our top hand to the sky, squeezing the belly. One more breath. And slowly lowering it back down to open to the other side. Find those deep breaths. One more breath. And slowly lowering your forearm down. Now we're going to come into a forearm downward facing dog. So just lift the hips and then walk the feet in as far as feels comfortable for you. We're pressing out of the floor with our elbows, keeping lots of space between our shoulders and our ears. Good. Once you've gone where it feels comfortable for you, try to press the heels down towards the mat. Continue with the breath. And we're trying to always keep our belly engaged. Good. Make your way up to your hands. And then tippy-toe the feet to meet the hands, dangling over the legs. One more breath. And then find your way down to a seated position. Good. Plant the feet on the floor and inhale to a long spine. Exhale, curve the belly, or the back, sorry. Look down at the belly button and slowly roll down to the floor. Inhale to reach the arms up above the ears. Exhale, pressing the lower back down into the ground, and we'll slowly roll back up. Again, grabbing in front of the knees and the shins. Inhale to lift the spine. And exhale, curve the back. Look down towards the belly button. And this time we're going to stop halfway, right when your fingers hover over your knees. Good, and then place the fingertips down to the mat. And then lift them up all the way in line with the ears. And lowering on an inhale. And exhale, lift them up slowly, trying to keep the belly pressing in. And inhale to lower. And exhale to lift, belly staying engaged. And inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Good, hands in line with the shoulders, breath in, and exhale, down. Inhale, arms reaching above the ears, and exhale, rolling lowering up. Press the low back down to the mat. Imprint the spine. And wrapping the hands in front of the knees. Find a nice long spine. Exhale, curve the back. Look down at the belly button. And again, stop once your fingers are hovering over your knees. Inhale to lower the hands. And exhale to lift only your right arm up. And then we'll switch the arms. Inhale and exhale. Moving nice and slow. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Press the belly in. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Hands up in line with the shoulders. Breath in. And with control, lowering down. Good. Staying down on our backs. Bring the legs to tabletop position. We're going to come into hundreds, so your choice today. If you want to keep them at tabletop or even lower them to the ground for more ease, or go ahead and lengthen them up or let them come out at an angle. But before we start, we press our low back down, engage those low abs, hands by our sides, lift the head and chest, and then we pump those arms as we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, in, out, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, exhale, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, go ahead and let the knees rest into the body, lowering the head, taking a couple deep breaths. And then find a full body stretch. And rolling up with straight legs this time, take a deep breath in. Now as you exhale, arms float to the sky. And we gently roll up. Good, reaching over the toes, keeping the belly pressing back. Option to lower the hands towards the mat or keep them floating and then roll back on your exhale. Trying to keep our belly engaged the whole time as we roll back. Inhale to reach the arms, keep the ribs knitting together, and exhale, rolling back up. Inhale into your spinal stretch. And exhale, rolling back. We'll do one more. Deep breath in. And exhale, lift. Inhaling. And exhale. I like to think that my belly button is starting my descent back to the ground. Good, staying down on our backs. And feet flat on the floor, low back imprinted, arms behind the head, elbows wide, hands behind the head. Keep that low back pressing down, coming into some simple chest lifts. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the chest, think you're sliding your ribs to your hips, and we're keeping those elbows wide open. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. And exhale to lift. Hold it there. Lifting the right knee up and placing it down. Lifting the left knee up and down. One more time. Right knee and lower and left and lower and lower on an inhale. And legs to tabletop position. Inhale. Exhale, lift the head and chest. Inhale as you lower, make sure the low back stays imprinted on the ground. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Good, lowering the right leg down, toe tapping on the floor. And exhale, lift. Inhale the lower left. And lift. One more each side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, keep the legs there, but lower the head and chest down. And we'll release our arms to the sky. As we inhale, we're going to lower our legs down. So go ahead and lower, tap the toes, and exhale to lift. And now just our arms are moving. Inhale to lower the arms, keep the belly nice and strong, and exhale to lift. And once again, legs lowering and lifting. Upper body arms and lift. Once more, legs and exhale and arms and exhale. Good, stretch everything away, lowering slowly to the ground. Inhale to flex the toes to the sky. And exhale to roll it up. And stretch over the legs, belly button pressing back, maybe lowering the hands. And exhale, rolling it back down. Keeping the belly strong. Good, and then lift the legs back to tabletop and the hands back to the sky. Moving arms and legs together this time. Inhale to open everything and exhale to lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift. Once again, the spine is imprinted on the ground as we open. We keep it there. If we feel it losing that connection, then just start bringing your arms and legs back up at that point. One more time. Inhale, open. Trying to have a long neck as our arms come up above our head. And lift. And this time, extending everything, and again, lowering slowly to the mat. Inhale, flex those toes. And exhale, rolling up with control. Into our spinal stretch. And rolling it back down. Keeping the belly engaged. Trying to keep lots of space between our ears and our shoulders. And again, lift the legs to your tabletop position and lift your hands to the sky. This time we'll extend our legs long. So inhale to open, arms reaching back, legs reaching long. Exhale to where we started. Inhale, open, feel the imprinted spine. And exhale to center. Inhale, open. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Well, I guess this is really our last one. Stretching out and lowering to the floor. Inhale to flex the toes. Exhale to roll up. Into our spinal stretch. Good, unroll the spine and stack the shoulders over the hips as you inhale. And exhale into our spinal stretch again. We're going to keep the hands floating. Really feel that opposite position pull between the fingers and the belly button, pulling in opposite directions. Exhale, unroll the spine, stacking each vertebrae all the way till ears are over shoulders, and then exhale and re-engage the abs and dive it forward. Inhale, unroll the spine. Exhale, curve the spine. Inhaling up. And exhale, dive forward. Holding it there and finding a little more length as you let the hands float towards the ground. You'll find some more length out of that lower back. And then rolling it back down to the mat. Good, and then try to keep the legs straight this time as you lift them to the sky. And also lifting the hands. So we're going to lower our right leg and our right arm away from each other. So here we go, opening right leg and right arm. And exhale to center. Other side. Left leg and left arm opening. And lift. Now we're doing opposite arm and leg. So right arm, left leg opening. And lifting. Other side, open. And exhale, center. Good. Lifting your head and chest off the mat and repeating the same pattern. Same arm and leg, right arm and leg. And exhale to center. Left side. And lift. Opposite arm and leg open. And lift. Other side open. And lift. Good. And lowering everything down to the mat slowly. With control, don't give up those last couple inches. Keep the control. And inhale, flex the toes. And exhale, roll it up. Reaching over the feet. Spinal stretch. And rolling it back down. Let the arms rest on the floor above the head. And then in one piece, try to lift the legs straight to the sky. And also the arms. We're going to go ahead and point the toes, lowering both legs glued together down towards the mat, trying as hard as we can to keep the belly pressing down, and then exhale to lift. And just the arms, lowering and lifting. Legs down and up. Arms down and up. Good, go ahead and lift the head and chest, or you can repeat what we just did with the head on the ground. Legs lowering down. Exhale, lift. And arms inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Legs inhale. And exhale. Arms inhale. And exhale, lowering everything. Deep breath. Control those last few inches. Don't let it collapse. Inhale, flex the toes. And exhale, roll up. Reaching over the feet. Good, unroll the spine, and we're gonna come into saw. So reach the arms out to a T. Inhale to twist to one side, and then exhale, lean it forward. Open the chest, and maybe looking towards the backhand. Inhale, twisting to the other side, and exhale, reaching. As you twist, stack those shoulders all the way above the hips, and exhale, lean it forward. Inhale, twisting, and exhale, reach. One more set. Inhale, and exhale, press that belly in. I need a reminder here, I always let my belly go when we reach forward. Belly in. And center. Good, hands behind the head. We're gonna come back with a straight body for as long as we can. And then at the very last second, let the spine curve to roll down. So roll, going back with a flat back. Hold it for as long as you can. And then when you need to, curve the spine and roll it down. Good, and then gently flip over to your stomach, however you want to. Hands right underneath the shoulders, legs can be wide. Engage your butt, squeezing the butt, lifting the knees, belly is trying to lift off the ground. Lengthen the spine and a long neck. Inhale to peel yourself up. And exhale to roll down, 1 inch at a time. Inhale to peel up. Trying to keep those abs nice and strong. And exhale, roll down. And inhale, peeling up. Holding it there, look to one shoulder and center. Look to the other side and center. And exhale, rolling down. Inhale, rolling up. And exhale, look to one side. And look to the other side. Inhale, center. And exhale, rolling down. Good. We're taking our arms out to a T. Inhale to lift everything off the mat. And exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Keep the legs strong and tight. Exhale, lower. And inhale to lift, and we'll hold it up. Check in with the belly before we start, and then arms lifting up above the ears, and exhale, opening them out to the side. Inhale, reaching front, and exhale to the side. One more, inhale, and exhale, and lower it down. Legs are still strong. Cactus arms if you have a bit of an unhealthy back, or if your back is supple and strong, hands under shoulders. Inhale to peel yourself off, and wait till you have to put some weight in the hands and extend the arms, and exhale to roll it down. 2 more times. Inhale, rolling it up. Lengthening the arms, lifting the chest, and exhale, rolling down. Engage those legs, don't let them loosen up. Inhale, lift. When you get to the top, hold for another breath. Make sure your shoulders are pressing down the back. You have a long neck, and then roll it down. Good, glue the legs together, hands under the shoulders. Go ahead and lift up onto your knees. And then curve the spine, engage the abs as you rest the hips back. into child's pose. Holding in for one more breath. And then making our way back into our seated position. So we're going to rotate our knees over to one side. So we're sitting on one hip. Reach this arm out nice and far away from you. And hand about in line with the shoulder. We're going to lift our knees up. And then we're going to stretch our legs out. Bending the legs. And straightening the legs. And bend. And straighten. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. Bend the knees, lower them down, and we'll switch to the other side. I'm just going to turn around here. One hip. Keep that arm pretty far away from your body. Hand up. And lift the knees and straighten the legs. Bending and straightening. Bend, inhale, and exhale. Bend and straighten. Lift yourself out of the floor. Don't let yourself drop down into that shoulder. And straighten. Good. Bend the knees. And lower them down. And then rotate onto both hips. And our arms are still long, and open them maybe a little wider than the mat, and we're keeping the chest lifting. And then come on just to your tippy toes. And then go ahead and lift the legs up. And straightening the legs. And bending the legs. Really engage those abs. Straightening. And bending. Press the belly and lift the chest. And bend. One more. Straighten. And bend. Good. Lowering it down. And we're going to come back to our first side. This time we're going to come down onto our forearm. And hand behind our head. This time we're going to lift the knees up towards our elbow. So lifting and lowering. And lift. And lower. Lift, belly pressing in and lower. And again, try not to let yourself press down into that shoulder. And down. One more. Up. And down. Good. Make your way to the other side. Onto our forearm. Hand behind the head. Engage the abs. And lift the knees. And lower. And lift. And lower. Up. And down. Lift out of the floor. Press your elbow into your mat. And up. And down. Last one. Up. And down. Good. And then coming into center again. This time we're on our forearms. Lift the chest before we start. Try to keep it there. And bending the legs in. Straighten the legs. And bend. Straighten. And bend. And extend. And bend. One more. Straighten. And bend. Good. Now we're going to come into some bicycle legs. So one knee bent and one knee straight. And switch the legs. 1 and 2. Lift the chest. 3. We need a constant reminder in this one. 4. Good. So if that felt good, we're going to do 4 more and maybe lower that bottom leg lower this time. 1 and 2. 3 and 4. Good. Knees to the chest. Repeat bicycles like we just did, or go ahead and come onto scissors with a straight top leg. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll do 4 more. Lift the chest to the ceiling. 6. Press the belly into the spine. And 8. Good. Go ahead and lower the legs down. Roll yourself over onto your stomach. Rest the forehead in the hands. And again, widen the legs about mat width. And lifting both legs off the mat as we inhale, lift the legs. And exhale, lower. And again, inhale to lift. And exhale, lower. Squeeze the butt, inhale. And exhale. Belly is nice and tight. Inhale. And exhale. So adding on, we inhale to lift. We exhale, squeeze the legs together. Open the legs and lower. 3 more times. Lift and squeeze together. Open and down. And lift. Squeeze. Open and down. Lift. Squeeze. Open and down. Now lift, and we're going to hold our legs up and we're going to squeeze together 4 more times. So squeeze and open. 2, 3, and 4. Good. Lower it down. Lengthen the spine and then let the arms come out nice and straight. We're going to come into some swimmers, but we're going to do them extra slow. So lifting opposite arm and leg up off the mat, lift the head and chest, and then take deep breaths as you slowly switch your arms and legs. Trying to keep your neck nice and long and your belly nice and tight. Elbows and knees are stretched as they can be, working with straight arms and legs, and trying to find a large range of motion. Almost there. And lower. Good. Hands under the shoulders. Legs together. And tuck the toes, straighten the knees, and lift to plank. Hold plank for a breath. And then lower the knees, scoop the belly, curve the spine, and go ahead and give that back a little stretch in child's pose. Okay, then coming on to hands and knees to get into some leg work. So widen the knees hip width. Keeping the belly as tight and strong as we can. Think there's a sweatshirt wrapped around your waist. Oh, sorry, go ahead and take the knees so they're glued together. And taking your right leg back. Knee is facing towards the ground. And we lift it up, and we lower, and we lift, and lower. We're not arching the back as we lift. The only thing moving is our leg. Good, lift and hold it up right there. And then we bend the leg and we straighten. And bend. And straighten. Bend. And straight. And bend. And straight. Good, bend it in and hold it there. Make sure your knee is facing the floor and lift a little higher. 8, 7. Make sure you're breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, lower the knee down. Keeping that 90-degree angle of the leg, lift that right knee up to the side and down. And lift. And lower. up, and down, and up, and down. Now moving on, we lift, we extend, we bend, and lower. 3 more. Lift, extend, bend, and lower. And 2, extend, bend, and lower. And 1, extend, and bend, and lower. Good, moving on to the other leg. Go ahead and release that left leg back. Lengthen out of the floor, let the shoulders press away from the ground, and lift the back leg up, and down, and up, and down. Again, make sure that we don't let that back arch as we lift our leg, down, and up, and down. Good, lift it up and hold, and we bend and straighten. Find a long spine and a long neck, and bend, knee down towards the floor, straighten, and bend, and straighten. Good, bend and hold it there. Lift a little higher, only the leg moving. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, lower it down. Reimagine that sweatshirt wrapped tightly around your waist, lifting that knee to the side, and down, and up, and down. 3, and lower. 4, and lower. Moving on, we lift and extend, bend, and down, and lift, extend, and bend, and down, lift, extend, bend, and down. Last one, lift, extend, and bend, and down. Good, go ahead and relax the hips into child's pose. And we're going to give the arms a break, so let the arms rest down by your sides. Take 3 breaths. Every exhale, tighten the belly. And then reach those arms back out in front of us. Coming back to hands and knees. And now we're lowering onto our forearms. Starting again with the right leg, stretch that leg back, and this time we're going to tuck the toes down. So the back of our heels facing the sky. Engage the abs and lift the chest, and we lift it up, up, and down, and lift, and lower. Again, don't let the back arch, and down, and up, and down. Good, lift and hold it up, and a little higher for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it there, and bend the leg, and straighten, and bend. Try to keep your legs parallel here. Don't let the knee open out to the side as you bend it, and straighten, and bend, and straighten. Good, go ahead and lower it down. Now take your right hand and place it on the floor, arm is bent, and release that right leg out to the side. Lifting up with a straight leg, we lift up, and down, and up, and down. Squeeze the belly, lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. We have 4 more, up, and down, 6, 7, last one, 8. Good, knees in, Place that forearm down. I'm coming into the other side. Reconnect the abs. Release the leg. Tuck the toes. And we lift up and down. Try to keep a long neck here. You'll let your neck hang down. Trying to keep our spine in a nice straight line. And down. And up. And down. Good, lift and hold it. And we go a little higher. 8, 7, squeeze the waist. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it there. Bend and straighten and bend. Think of squeezing your heel in towards your butt and squeeze and release and breathe and release. Good. Bring the knee down, up on the left hand, release that left leg out to the side. And here we go, lift for 8 and 7, breathing 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Back to our knees and then press up on your hands. We'll stretch out our hips in a moment, but let's take a pit stop in plank. Holding your plank. And like we did at the beginning, we're going to rock our heels backwards and shoulders over the hands, back and center, back and center, and back and center. Now glue the legs together and lift the right leg and rock back and center 2 times, 3 times, and 4. Lower it down, left leg lifts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I know your arms are tired. Try to lower them down into a tricep push-up all the way to the mat with control. Good, go ahead and roll to your back. And then we'll come into thread the needle pose. So let's cross our right ankle over our left knee, keeping this foot nice and flexed. Go ahead and lift it up. That might be a good enough stretch right there. Or for a little more leverage, lace the hands through. Give a gentle pull. Or if you need even more of a stretch, you can always use that right hand, press the right knee away from you. Continually keeping this foot engaged. Whatever feels good for you. We'll be here for about 3 more breaths. And make sure you're still breathing. One of our goals through our whole class is to maintain our breath. Good, knees to chest. And go ahead and release the feet down onto the other side. We're crossing our left ankle over our right knee. Gather it up towards you and then find whatever feels good. Maintaining our long neck on the ground. More breaths. Good, and then knees back into your chest. And let's come into a spinal twist here. So legs to 90-degree angle. Go ahead, move your hips over to the right, and then let your legs reach towards the left. Relaxing to the ground and keeping both shoulders pressed down to the mat. And keep that breath going. Good, untwist your legs, rock your hips to the left, 90-degree angle of the legs, and gently lower them down. Glue both shoulders to the ground. Deep breaths. And untwisting yourself. And then planting the feet. Go ahead and walk the feet out so we have a gentle bend in the knees. Reach the arms up above the head. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, roll up. Good, stretch the legs out in front of us, flex the toes, and we're going to come into spinal twist. Take a deep inhale. Twist to one side. Exhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Tighten the belly. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. And last set. Good. And then balancing on our hips, gather those knees toward you, and then stay here or go ahead and straighten the legs to the sky. If you still have bent legs, that's a great place to stay, but let's see if we can all release our arms also. Keep the belly strong. 2 more breaths. And then see if you can bring the arms even higher, all the way above the ears. And then we're going to lower down to the mat. Again, with all your control, especially the last 2 inches. And then roll to your stomach. Good. Press into plank. And we'll finish with 3 tricep push-ups. You can always just hold your plank or do these on your knees. So inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Inhale, exhale, last one. Inhale and exhale. Use your abs to lift your hips to downward dog. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then walk your hands to your feet. See if you can make it in 3 steps of the hands. Dangling over our feet again for 2 more breaths. Let's take a deep inhale together. Exhale to tighten the belly and slowly roll up. Stacking the ears all the way over the shoulders. Our last inhale to lift the arms. And exhale to open to finish. Thanks everybody. Hope you enjoyed our class and that you'll join me again soon.